For over half my life, I've been a member of the British Army. In the latter half of my career, I served as an advanced bomb disposal operator. And now that I've actually left the army, this has got to be one of the scariest things that I've ever done. So for as long as I can remember, I've always had that sense of purpose that kind of drives you to get up in the mornings and get out of bed. Like those goals or outcomes that you want, with milestones to achieve along the way. So as I progressed through my military career, my purpose kind of started to wane. The goals, outcomes, opportunities I felt were starting to dry up and disappear. And so ultimately, I decided to leave. I had absolutely no idea really of what I wanted to do. So like many people, yourself probably included, I'd kind of got to that stage in life where I wasn't content with the direction my life was going in. I felt a bit aimless, lost, and ultimately I felt a bit behind. Now I find myself in a new career, and on paper things are great. I do, however, find the 9-to-5 office job deeply unfulfilling. And I guess it's this sense of unfulfillment that has ultimately driven me to the point of wanting to do something better. And I guess this is where we find ourselves now. The region beta paradox. If you've never heard of it, Chris Williamson has got a great explanation on his channel. In the year and a half since leaving the army, I've aimed to continue to improve myself on a daily basis through the habits that I do. Things like improve my fitness by going to the gym, eating healthily by looking at my diet, continue to educate myself by reading different books on various different subjects, watching podcasts, and learning from other people. So over time, hopefully this continued improvement should manifest itself positively in my life, and hopefully over time I can start reaping the benefits. It is, however, pretty difficult when you don't really have a purpose or direction to aim towards. A month ago, whilst endlessly scrolling through social media looking for that glimpse of inspiration as to the direction I want to take my life in next, I actually did stumble across a reel that gave me that inspiration. Now in this reel, Dan Martell, if you don't know who he is, look him up, was demonstrating the power of AI. He basically asked the AI assistant on his phone to come up with a business plan to become financially free in a certain amount of time, and just give this a listen. It's so interesting.
Watch this. I'm helping my friend, he's 17, he wants to start a business. His whole goal is to become a millionaire in the next 12 months, and he wants to do it building an AI automation agency, but he doesn't know where to start. Can you create a detailed plan for me to execute?
Absolutely. Here's a high-level plan he can follow.
I don't want high level. I want very detailed, and make it so that if I just start at the top and I execute that to-do list, I can't help but trip over money.
Let's break it down into a super detailed, actionable plan with specific resources. 1. Focus on AI concepts, automation tools like Zapier or Make. AI for Everyone by DeepLearning.ai, Google IT automation with Python, AI agents and...
All right, now we're talking. Put it into a spreadsheet, email it to me because I'm going to review this with my friend. Thank you. Let's build. What?
I mean, I was so intrigued, I had to do it. Now, to be truthful, I didn't really want to set up an AI automation business. Didn't really know what business I wanted to set up. But after a week or two of various conversations backwards and forwards and a lot of questions with ChatGPT, I did actually feel like I found something that actually resonates as to what I felt was missing. And that itself was helping others help themselves. Essentially, in this process, I realized that I can't be the only person who feels this way. There's got to be other individuals out there who want to start the self-improvement process and don't really know where to begin. Now, part of my plan, courtesy of my AI assistant, is to create a social media channel and document my journey from where I am now to where I want to be in the future, and all the things that I've got to learn along the way. Now, as part of this process, I kind of would like to foster new connections, like-minded people, and obviously learn new skills and get better at being more creative. So if this sounds familiar to you, then you're in the right place. So welcome to my channel, Kaizen Luke. Kaizen is the Japanese philosophy of continuous improvement. It's the idea that continuous incremental improvement over a duration of time will have a massive overall impact in whatever discipline you are partaking in. I've personally experienced this by going to the gym for a number of years now, having a significant impact on my physical and mental fitness. In this example, if you were to go to the gym once or twice and call it quits, there will be negligible impact in your daily life. If you were to go to the gym 3 times a week, week after week, month after month, year after year, there's obviously going to be a significant positive impact on your fitness, both physically and mentally. So that being said, I've decided to apply this principle to as many areas of my life, if not all areas of my life, as I physically can. This way, I should start to see some noticeable positive improvement across the board in all areas of my life through the consistency of daily action. The phrase, practice makes perfect, comes to mind. But if that is the case, then volume goes a long way to gaining that perfection. Now, this is my first video, so it's gonna be a bit rough around the edges, and I don't really expect anyone to watch it, but in order to create a habit, you need to start, and this is a start. Now, I still got a lot to learn in this journey, especially in the content creation space. Things like the content itself, the composition, the equipment, the editing. And so there's loads more I need to do, but it's not gonna happen overnight. This is also a bit of a side quest for me. The main quest I've teased in a few areas, but I hope to be creating, well, I will be creating content on that in the future, but I need to do a bit more work on those areas before I do so. Now, I'm going to aim to put 1 to 2 main videos out per week. So if you fancy following along with my self-improvement journey and maybe gaining some inspiration for your own journey, then subscribing will not only allow you to keep up to date with the progress, but will also help the channel grow and hopefully reach new audience members. Now, feedback is also a very important part of the improvement process. So if you enjoy the content, dropping a like on the video will be really appreciated and will obviously let me know what you want more of. So feeling like I've now found my new sense of purpose, join me as I take the journey from stuck in a 9-to-5 to becoming free from the shackles of the modern corporate world, and hopefully ultimately becoming more content with the life that I want to live. So you just got to ask yourself, is it going to be one day or is it day one?